It's 5:45 now. I'm having a bit of pasta, plain pasta with some aromat powder. Best thing that ever exists. It's just like chicken bouillon powder, whatever, and some Gruyere cheese. I think this is the comps are a good excuse to just be able to eat the most basics of meals. But yeah, so it's 5:45. Finals start at 7:30. So I'm already eating a bit, and I'm going to head into ISO now to slowly start warming up again. And yeah, I'm going to try to focus once again on giving little attempts, and if I don't make it the first couple, trying new things, and just like staying confident, especially on slabs, throughout the whole round. And we'll see how that goes.
I qualified for finals in 4th place, which means I was out 3rd on the comp boulders. We already had 2 minutes of observation before on each final boulder, and I was able to read with my teammates, so I already knew what kind of method I was going to use for each boulder. Our first final boulder was a coordination start. I wasn't 100% sure how I wanted to go. I started off in this position, matching the middle one, but I just really did not feel good with the swing. So I decided to go back to the other start hold position to be able to generate more swing and then match the middle hold to do the end of the swing. I felt really good on this move. I just struggled to aim for the foothold on the volume and stay close enough to the wall to hold the hold. This attempt was really close. I slowly start to get a much bigger swing, and here I'm so close to holding it, my body just goes a bit out. On this attempt, I start to swing much more, my feet go a lot more behind my body, and I'm able to get much closer to the wall and stick the move. Also, the hold we landed on was a no-text hold, so it was much more important to get the right momentum, so then you didn't need to hold as hard the no-text hold. The next part of the boulder is a bit more physical on a vertical wall. I had read with one of my teammates to go left foot up now, which was, I don't think the root setters method, but it worked out really well because then we got our right foot really high. This was so hard, and then coming to match over to the left, I had to fight so much on this move, but it worked out really well. And then this last move, I was not so confident on my left foot. I was really worried it would slip, but then I just finally sucked it up and was like, okay, let's match, and it worked out. Also, I find it so awkward celebrating, like, what the fuck was that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, second boulder is a slab, or more of a vertical wall. So, let's see how this goes. I'm taking bets, do I send it or not? The beginning wasn't that hard, it was just like a bit awkward because you're on the corner of the wall and you want to try to like move around this corner. So I struggled a bit on my first attempt to like figure out my body positioning. As we can see here, I'm a bit hesitating on what I want to do, but I managed to get over the corner and then into the next part of the boulder. So I had technically read with my other teammates to get our foot out onto the middle red foothold, but I was too short. I couldn't get my foot so far out, so I unfortunately had to stay on the first foothold, which made it much harder to get to this move in the zone. I have to go quite fast, aim for the handhold, but at the same time keep the body tension so I stay close to the wall and not move too far out, and it was a bit of a struggle. Here I'm trying to see if there's maybe another method I could use. I try to use the other hand hold so then I have a more length to get my foot onto the middle red foothold, but it doesn't work out. So I just stick with this method and try that again. But as you can see, my body comes out once again and then my left foot also slips there. I was honestly so psyched for this boulder because I was confident I could do it. I just unfortunately couldn't aim for the handhold on the zone properly, which means that I wasn't really holding onto anything, and at the same time my body just kept having too much swing and falling away from the wall. This is my last attempt on the boulder. I think I have like 30 seconds left, so there's definitely enough time to send, but I was still a bit stressed because I wasn't sure how the end of the boulder was. So I still decided to give this last attempt. Unfortunately, I don't make it, so that's no top and no zone for me on boulder 2. Boulder 3 is once again more of a dynamic boulder with a dynamic end. I get really close on my first attempt. I just can't generate as much movement with having both of my hands on the start hold. On my second attempt, I decide to start the swing with only one hand. It allows me to generate much more momentum and I'm able to get to the zone hold. The end part isn't too tricky or complicated. The holds are quite good. The only part I found a bit tricky was trusting my left foot. I wasn't very confident, so I decided to just go all out and as powerful as I can to the last hold. I was happy to send this boulder quite fast because during the 2-minute observation, the first jump seemed so far and I wasn't sure if I would make it. And now our last final boulder is my kind of boulder, physical on some slopey, good holds. I knew exactly what I needed to do, but was still being careful in how I climbed, so I climbed a bit slow on this attempt, but I was confident I would make it. I was also feeling quite tired and pumped at this point, so I really did not want to take too many attempts on this boulder. On this move, it was really important to move my body onto my right heel hook, so then I'm able to match this zone hold because it was quite bad. These next couple of holds were a lot worse than what I was expecting and had to really try hard. For the last move, I was just going to keep my feet low and match and go to the final hold, but my foot slips unfortunately, and you can see here that I'm so pissed because I'm pumped, tired, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get back to the top. What you don't see here is that I rested, I would say, a good 2 minutes before this attempt because I was confident that I could get this last move done, and I just wanted to make sure I could gain as much energy as I could before going for the send. You have no idea how pumped I was when I got here, like even my elbows are going a bit up. But once again I got to the last move. At first I wanted to match, but I just really did not feel good. So I just decided to jump for it, prayed that the last hold was good, as you can tell it was, and I topped the boulder. It was just me and my other teammate who topped this boulder, which means that I finished second. Ooh.
Sofya, Yokoyama.
Okay, so could you not look? So that's the end of the finals. I'm really happy with how I climbed. I was really focused on every boulder and really determined. I was genuinely having so much fun. It's a shame for the second, the slab. It's a bit, I don't like complaining about my height, but if I was just 5 centimeters taller, I could have put my foot in the middle like how everyone else did it, and it would have been great, but unfortunately I couldn't, so gotta live with it. I climbed as well as I could on the other boulders and got so pumped on the last one, but really happy that I could just push and continue. And yeah, I'm really happy. Next comp is the World Cup in China, so I'm feeling good. Let's see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you soon.